Welcome back to another deep dive. We're here to, strip away the hype and get right down to the insights you actually need. Today, we're diving headfirst into a topic that just keeps popping up online. It really grabs attention. I mean, let's be honest, it sounds almost too good to be true. No deposit bonuses in the pretty busy world of online casinos. We've all seen them, right? Top of the search results, promising something for nothing. That's a powerful hook. So, our mission today, we've got this great article here, Best Online Casino, No Deposit Bonuses in 2026 Updated List. We want to use it to cut through all that marketing sparkle, go beyond the surface, and really unpack the nuances, understand the real value, or maybe, the surprising lack of value behind these super popular promotions looking ahead to 2026.
Yeah, and what's truly fascinating, I think, is how that universal desire, getting something for free, especially with online gaming, how that stays constant, but the offers themselves. They've evolved a lot. The article makes it really clear. While the basic idea, a no deposit bonus, isn't new, the whole landscape around how they're structured and, crucially, regulated in 2026, it's shifted big time. It's not just about getting a bit of credit anymore. It's more about navigating this much tighter, complex web of terms and conditions. So this deep dive, hopefully it arms you with that understanding, helps you decode these changes, make informed choices if you find yourself looking at one of these offers.
Okay, so let's start with the basics. Demystify this core concept, because no deposit bonus, it initially sounds like the dream, right? You sign up and bam, free money to play with.
Okay.
The article defines it pretty simply. A promotional reward from a casino doesn't require you putting your own money down first. It's like the casino saying, come on in, test drive the place, explore the games, it's on us. The benefit for you, the player, seems massive. Risk-free exploration of a new platform, trying games, no commitment, like getting the keys to a fancy car for a test bin. Yeah.
And that free test drive, that's exactly the hook they're aiming for psychologically. If we connect this to the bigger picture, well, on the surface, it looks like a classic win-win. But from the casino's angle, it's not charity. It's a very calculated marketing tool, primarily to attract new players, get them used to the platform.
Oh, yeah.
So while it absolutely gives you that risk-free look around, the article stresses this critical point. Every bonus comes with conditions, every single one. And understanding those conditions, that's what really separates, a fun, no-pressure trial from maybe a frustrating experience where your expectations just don't match reality. Usually these take the form of bonus cash, maybe free spins on certain slots, or sometimes, free chips for table games.
Right, so definitely not just a blank check. Sounds like those conditions are the real gatekeepers here. And this is where it gets really interesting, because the article actually lays out 5 distinct flavors of no deposit bonuses you'll likely see in 2026. These aren't just small tweaks. Each type has its own quirks, and more importantly, its own strategic implications for you and the casino.
Exactly. And telling them apart is crucial. Because while the basic no deposit idea is the same, how they work, the specific terms, and ultimately your experience, it can vary dramatically. Casinos tailor these different bonuses for different goals and different types of players.
Okay, let's break them down then. First up, the one you see everywhere, free spins. Offers like, 50 free spins on a new game. The article points out the immediate appeal. They're straightforward, the value seems clear, you know what you get and where to use it.
Yeah, that clarity is a big plus for you. It simplifies things. But the insight from the article shows the subtle strategy. Free spins are almost always tied to specific slots, often new ones the casino wants to promote, or maybe popular games with a slightly higher house edge.
Right.
And more critically, any winnings you get from those spins, nearly always capped, often pretty low, like say $50 to $100. So if you somehow hit a massive jackpot on a free spin, which is unlikely, but possible, most of those winnings would just vanish. Poof.
Wow. Okay.
The casino limits its risk, but still gives you that little taste of excitement. So they're best for casual slot players just looking for fun, a quick intro to a game, not a realistic way to make money.
That cap is a huge detail. Can really turn excitement sour fast. Okay, moving on, we have bonus cash. This is where they credit a small amount, maybe $10 or $20, to your bonus balance. Seems like it offers more freedom than being stuck on one slot, which feels like a big plus.
It absolutely offers more perceived flexibility. That's a major draw. Unlike free spins, bonus cash can typically be used on more game slots, sometimes even certain table games. So it appeals to players who like variety. Good for exploring different mechanics. But here's the real nugget the article flags. Bonus cash almost always comes with way higher wagering requirements.
Oh, okay.
We're talking 30x, maybe even 50x the bonus amount. So get a $10 bonus. You might need to wager $300 to $500 of your own money after you win something with that bonus before you can withdraw anything. The odds of clearing that with a small bonus and still having cash left, very, very low. It basically turns the free money into play money for longer entertainment, not a real path to cash.
That's a really important distinction. Play money versus free cash totally reframes the offer. Next, for folks who prefer strategy games, there are free chips for table games, specifically for things like blackjack, roulette, baccarat. For people who aren't into slots, this must seem pretty attractive.
It definitely targets a specific niche, which is a pro. Lets strategy players try games they like without paying up front. Smart move by casinos to broaden their appeal. However, the article points out a few key downsides. These offers, much less common than spins or bonus cash, fewer chances for you to find them. Plus, the terms attached to free chips often tend to be even stricter than other bonuses, partly because of the lower house edge on some table games, especially if you play well. So while it's great for blackjack or roulette fans, actually turning winnings into cash is usually even harder, more hurdles.
Okay. Now this next one, this sounds like a real wild card. Time-limited play bonuses. The article describes getting a fixed, often pretty big credit like $1,000 demo balance, but you can only use it for a short time, maybe 60 minutes. $1,000 to play with for an hour. That sounds huge.
It's designed to sound huge. It offers incredibly high entertainment value, lets you explore a site's games really quickly in that intense window.
Yeah.
Perfect for new users wanting a broad feel for the platform, testing lots of games, getting that thrill without risking their own cash. But the insight here, it's almost entirely about the experience, not the payout. Any winnings you get above a tiny cap, sometimes just $50, usually disappear when the timer runs out. So you get to play with this massive virtual pile, but your actual cash-out potential is drastically limited. It's a fantastic demo, but not a serious winning chance.
Makes sense. A high-octane demo. And finally, hybrid rewards.
Yeah.
Seems like they're trying to give the best of both worlds, combining spins and cash, like 20 free spins plus $10 bonus.
Yeah, they're built for flexibility, trying to attract more players by letting you try different things. Sample some slots, then use bonus cash elsewhere. Clear advantage if you like variety. However, the core insight for you is the extra complexity. Now you're juggling two different sets of terms and conditions, one for the spins with its game limits and caps, and another for the bonus cash with its wagering requirements. It can make tracking your progress and figuring out if you can withdraw anything much harder. Best for players who really want to test multiple formats and are disciplined enough to manage two sets of rules. So, as we've seen, the pros sound good, but the cons always point back to that hidden complexity in the terms. That's where the real value check happens.
And that's exactly where we need to focus now.
Yeah.
Because the initial offers grab you, but the real value, or maybe lack of it, is all buried in that fine print. So what does this all mean for you, someone actually trying to get value out of these offers in 2026? The article points to some major conditions you absolutely must understand. This is the reality check part.
This is absolutely where the rubber meets the road, where that initial excitement can turn into confusion or frustration for a lot of players. The article breaks down several key terms. Understanding these is your main defense. First, and maybe the biggest one, wagering requirements. This tells you how many times you have to bet any winnings from the bonus before you can even think about withdrawing. For 2026, the article says these typically range from a tough 30x up to a really steep 50x.
Wow.
Let's make that real. Say you get $10 bonus, you win $50 from it. With a 40x wagering requirement, you then need to make another $2,000 in bets using your own money or later winnings before that first $50 in bonus winnings is actually yours to take out. The statistical chance of doing that, especially with small bonuses, vanishingly small.
So it's not just winning once, it's a whole marathon of betting afterwards. That really changes the free perception, doesn't it?
It absolutely does. It turns the bonus from a potential prize into just an extended, high-barrier entertainment session. Then you have withdrawal caps, another critical limiter. Many no-deposit bonuses explicitly cap the maximum you can actually cash out from bonus winnings. The article notes these are often pretty low, maybe $50 to $100 equivalent. So even if, against all odds, you clear the wagering and your balance shows $500, if the cap is $100, that's all you get. The rest just vanishes.
That's almost cruel. The thrill of winning, then most of it just evaporates.
It's definitely a hard lesson for some. You also have to watch out for game restrictions. These bonuses are rarely good for everything. Your free spins might only work on 1 or 2 slots. Bonus cash might exclude games with better odds for the player, high OTP games, and free chips, obviously, only for specific table games. You can't just take the bonus and play whatever you fancy. And crucially, Time is nearly always a factor with expiry dates. These bonuses often have a surprisingly short life, sometimes just 7 days after you activate them. If you don't use them, or more importantly, meet those tough wagering requirements in that short window, the bonus and any winnings just disappear. Forfeited. It's a race against the clock.
And before any money actually leaves the casino, there's a big administrative hurdle, isn't there?
Exactly. Verification rules, they become totally standard. Expect full Know Your Customer KYC verification. That means sending official ID, proof of address, before you can request any withdrawal from bonus winnings. It's not just the casino being difficult, it's a regulatory thing. Prevents fraud, money laundering, and finally, a subtle but important one. Country restrictions. Not every offer is available everywhere. What looks great in one place might be unavailable or have different terms where you live. Always check eligibility for your location. So for you, our listener, this really brings up a key question. Are you actually prepared to deal with all these significant hurdles? Or do they just take away too much of the free appeal for what you're looking for?
It definitely adds layer upon layer of complexity to what first seems really simple. The article also gives us a really valuable peek into how things are changing for 2026. It's clear these aren't static offers. The industry is constantly adapting its approach.
Indeed. The article highlights several big trends reshaping these offers. First, hybrid bonuses are rising. We're seeing more casinos bundling free spins and bonus cash together. The thinking is to appeal to more players, offer more perceived flexibility. But like we said, that often just means managing two sets of complex rules.
So, casting a wider net but still tightly managing their risk.
Precisely. Another major trend: stricter wagering rules. The article explicitly notes fewer offers below 30x wagering. Many are pushing into the 40x, even 50x range, especially in regulated markets. This makes converting bonus winnings into actual cash even harder, reinforces that play money idea.
So the free part is becoming more and more conditional, almost a marketing illusion in some ways.
That's a pretty accurate way to see it. Also, KYC before withdrawal is getting more embedded. Casinos are increasingly demanding full ID checks before you can even start a cash-out request, not just before they process it. Makes the process stricter, more upfront, another barrier to quick withdrawals. Then we have geo-specific bonuses. Expect to see very localized offers, different terms, different availability tailored for players in, say, Europe versus North America versus Asia. That best bonus advertised globally might not apply or be as good where you are.
And are casinos just focused on getting new players, or is there a shift towards keeping existing ones too?
It's increasingly both, but yeah, with a growing focus on retention. The article points to a noticeable focus on retention. Platforms are strategically pairing these no-deposit offers with follow-up loyalty rewards or deposit bonuses. They want to encourage longer-term play, not just a quick sign-up and leave. If we connect this to the bigger picture, these trends really show how casinos are adapting their marketing to a more regulated, competitive, data-heavy world. It's about finding smarter ways to attract you, yes, but also to retain you, build a more secure player base, all while carefully managing their own financial risks.
Okay, so given all these layers of conditions, the changing trends, the complexities, how do you safely navigate these offers if you're curious? If you want to try them out, the article gives a really useful practical checklist for you. It's about being smart, managing expectations.
Yeah, this checklist is basically your essential toolkit. Helps avoid disappointment, helps make informed choices. First, and most importantly, read the fine print. Cannot stress this enough. Don't skip it. Always check wagering requirements, withdrawal caps, eligible games, expiry dates before you even think about signing up.
Absolutely critical.
Second, look for licensing. Only play on platforms that clearly show their regulatory info and licenses. It means they operate under legal rules, oversight, gives you a baseline of trust.
Trustworthy platforms are paramount, especially when money's potentially involved.
Totally. Third, don't chase unrealistic offers. If something seems unbelievably generous, it almost certainly has incredibly tough terms or hidden catches designed to make cashing out nearly impossible. Healthy skepticism is your friend.
Good advice.
Fourth, use for testing, not profit. This is a key mindset shift. Treat these bonuses for what they are, a risk-free way to check out a new platform and its games. Not a reliable income source, not a guaranteed win. They're for entertainment, for trial. And finally, be region aware. Like we've mentioned, make sure the bonus is actually valid and the terms apply in your specific country or jurisdiction before you spend time registering. And the article includes, and we have to echo this strongly, a vital disclaimer. Always check your local laws about online gambling. play responsibly, and never risk more money than you can comfortably afford to lose. These are just fundamental rules for playing online.
Okay, so let's synthesize all this. What have we really unpacked in this deep dive? No deposit bonuses in 2026. They're still super popular marketing tools. They offer a genuinely risk-free way to test out new casino sites and games. Great for exploring, getting a feel for things. However, what we've definitively learned is they are fundamentally not free cash in the way you might first think. The terms have gotten much stricter. Hybrid offers are common now, and thorough ID checks are standard, often up front, before you can even think about withdrawing anything. So while they can be fun for exploring a platform, you should really temper any expectations of easy wins or guaranteed profit.
Yeah, and this whole deep dive into the, let's say, the nuanced reality of these no deposit bonuses, it brings up an interesting final thought for you, our listener. How do you weigh the appeal of a no-risk offer, which we've seen often comes tangled in conditions and high hurdles against, say, the clear, transparent rewards you might find in activities where your own skill, your effort, your direct engagement actually influences the outcome? What stands out to you about that contrast? The contrast between these tightly conditioned free casino offers and rewards that are directly tied to your own contribution or mastery, something to maybe mull over.